Hi everyone, we are going to discuss 7th class geography chapter Our Environment. All the things present around us together constitute our environment. Favorable environment is very much required for the sustenance of life on the earth. The term environment comes from the French word environner, which means to surround. It is used to describe everything such as places, things, people, nature, etc. It also includes things created by human beings. Geography deals with the various components of the environment. It also studies the interrelationship between human beings and their environment. On the basis of origin, the geographical elements can be broadly classified into two groups: natural elements and human made elements. The natural elements such as mountains, rivers, vegetation, animals, etc. are created by nature. This is called natural environment. It includes the biotic and abiotic components. The human made elements such as agriculture, industries, settlements, means of transport, etc., are created by human beings. Therefore, all these things are together called human made environment. The natural environment consists of both biotic and abiotic components. The biotic components comprise plants and animals, whereas abiotic components comprise air, water, soil, etc. The four major domains of the earth are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Let us refresh our knowledge about these four domains. Lithosphere is the outer layer of the earth on which we live. It is made up of rocks and at some places it is covered with soil. The term lithosphere means rocky crust. It includes the crust and upper part of the mantle. The average thickness of the lithosphere is about 100 kilometers. The uppermost part of the lithosphere forms a thin layer of soil. The irregular and rocky lithosphere extends both over the continents and ocean basins. It is marked by a variety of landforms such as mountain, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Both on the landmass and on the ocean floor. Lithosphere is very important because it provides land for building houses, roads, factories and for agriculture. It is also an important source of minerals and power resources. Hydrosphere refers to the presence of water in all its forms: oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. Water is also found below the surface of the earth as groundwater. Water supports all forms of life. Water is found in three states: solid, ice, liquid, water, and gases, water vapor. Fresh water is made available on land through the process of water cycle. Atmosphere is the layer of air surrounding the earth. Its exact thickness is unknown. The atmosphere is held to the earth by the force of gravity. The atmosphere contains life-giving oxygen for human beings and animals and carbon dioxide for plants. The atmosphere protects us from the sun's harmful rays from reaching the earth's surface. It controls the extremes of temperature during the day and night. The changes in weather and climate are also due to the presence of the atmosphere. Without the atmosphere, our Earth would have been barren like the other planets. The narrow zone where the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere meet and interact is called the biosphere. The word biosphere comes from a Greek word bios meaning life and Latin word sphera which means the total range. This sphere supports life and is thus called the living world. The biosphere consists of the plant and animal kingdom. The biosphere is small in size, but it is estimated that about 15 lakh different species of organisms live in it. The biosphere provides nutrients and resources to all living organisms, thus the biosphere is very important to us. All the organisms in a particular environment interact with each other. They are also interdependent. They also interact with their physical environment. The complex system of interactions between the organisms and their physical environment in a particular area is referred to as an ecosystem. The size of the ecosystem varies greatly. It can be as large as the rainforests, grasslands, deserts, lakes, rivers, or as small as a pond. A typical pond ecosystem contains fish, frogs, algae, water lilies, and other species that live in and around the pond. Most of the ecosystems are complex and contains thousands of interacting species. These species interact with each other and also with the abiotic environment. Being the ablest component of the environment, human beings have modified the environment according to their needs. With scientific and technological advancement, they have succeeded in controlling and dominating nature. The interaction of human beings with the environment is complex in nature. It varies from place to place and from time to time. Nature has a self mechanism to repair small damages caused due to disturbances made by human activities, but when the exploitation is on a large scale, nature fails to repair it. This creates problem not only for nature but also for humans. Nowadays, the whole world is facing various problems due to technological and scientific development on the one hand and overpopulation, urbanization and industrialization on the other. Environmental pollution is the result of unplanned and unwise use of technology. There should be a perfect balance between the natural and human environment. A number of organizations with the help of scientists, technologies and planners are working to solve the environmental problems the world is facing today. It is important that all of us understand and learn to live and use the environment in a harmonious way. Only then will a balance in nature be maintained. Long ago, human beings were fully dependent on nature. They fulfill most of their requirements from nature with time. The quality and quantity of human needs changed. They started developing techniques and new ways to use the environment. In the past, humans settled in the fertile plains of the river valleys to cultivate land. They domesticated animals and learned to use fire for warmth and protection. The invention of the wheel, surplus food production, and exchange of surplus goods with others helped them to progress. Gradually, humans started processing various raw materials to meet their needs. The Industrial Revolution in Europe enabled large scale production of goods. The means of transport and communication improved, and the world became a family. Thus, many changes took place in our environment, which were mostly due to natural process and human activities.